To make sure my sound is okay. Now my sound is up. I'm craving something sweet, and I'm trying to watch my sugar, and I'm trying to watch the gluten that I put into my body. But a girl's got to eat, you know. So I have these beautiful nectarines that I got at actually this is a peach. This is a nectarine. The peaches aren't that great, so they're a little bit mealy, but the nectarines were really great. So I'm going to put them in a cast iron skillet, flesh side down, in a little bit of butter, about a tablespoon or so. I have a cast iron skillet on medium high, medium, and I'm just going to let them sear for about a minute or so, maybe 2 minutes, and get some color on there. And then I'm going to slice them and make a dessert quesadilla with these bee-free, gluten-free wraps. So just got to have something sweet, you know. It's better than eating 10 of these. Which is what I normally would do. I'm not really cooking these nectarines. I'm just trying to get a little bit of color on them and warm them up. You can do this on a non-stick skillet as well. I just have this cast iron skillet, and it retains heat pretty well. Much better than a non-stick skillet. And now that it's getting to be spring, all these stone fruits are coming into season. Being that I live in North Florida, we have access to a lot of stone fruits from Georgia, and from Florida too, but you know, Georgia's famous for their peaches. Just happened to not pick the best peaches today. So in my dessert quesadilla, I'm going to use this mascarpone cheese, which is like cream cheese, but it has a higher milk fat content. Cream cheese has about 30% milk fat, and it's okay for desserts. It's, you know, the cream cheese is used in most cheesecakes, but mascarpone is a higher fat content and will be just more luxurious for this wrap or quesadilla. I'm also going to drizzle some Florida honey in there. This is raw and unfiltered honey. And I'm also going to use some cinnamon. Sounds good, right? Nice. Real nice. I think that'll be it. I'll turn that this way. Take the pan off the heat. There we go. And then I'm just going to slice these pretty thin. I might share with my brother, maybe. Taste this. Very sweet. The warmth on that nectarine will bring out the sweetness in that fruit. It'll caramelize the sugars. Look how beautiful that is. Absolutely so beautiful. This would also go good with ricotta cheese. That would be great in actually just whipped ricotta with honey and cinnamon. If you wanted to whip that and fill the nectarine with that, that would absolutely be beautiful and delicious and make a great presentation too. I need to sharpen my knife. You see me trying to slice like that. If you have to do that with your knife, you definitely need to sharpen it. So it's been a while. Every chef is probably looking at me like that. Like, what are you doing, girl? All right, got those thinly sliced. I'm gonna wipe out my cast iron skillet. Hope you guys are having a good Sunday. We had an awesome church service at Emmanuel Baptist. Our pastor gave such a wonderful sermon on service. All right. I'm going to do a thin layer of this mascarpone. It is a really rich type of cream cheese, so I'm not going to put much. You know, I want to keep it as healthy as I can for a dessert, but I still want it to satisfy my sweet tooth, you know. I want it to be what it is. It is a dessert, so I want it to act like that. But it does have some health benefits, you know. These bee-free wraps, they are absolutely fantastic. They're gluten-free, they're vegan. All this kind of sounds like, ugh, that'd be disgusting. But I will say, out of all the gluten-free wraps and breads that I've had, the bee-free brand is probably one of the better brands that I've had. I get these at Publix, but I'm sure you can get them at Walmart or Winn-Dixie. If you don't have Publix where you are, just check it with your local grocery store. I'm sure you can probably find them online too. Well, I know you can. I had this bread with, I made some corn chowder last night, ham and corn potato chowder, and I had the bee-free tiger rolls today with some butter and garlic salt on top, and then I just put it in the air fryer. Absolutely delicious. So good. You would not even tell that they are gluten-free. Really good. All right, so got the cheese down, and I'm going to line up some of these nectarines that are warmed up. This is going to be so good. Sprinkle a little cinnamon. Oh gosh, that was a lot of cinnamon. Bobby Flay says you can never add enough cinnamon, but I think I just did. We'll see. And then drizzle with some honey. All right. You see how quick this is. All right, I'm gonna put my camera back on my pan here. And it's still pretty warm. Remember I said, you know, cast iron retains that heat, so I don't need to wait for this to heat back up because it is already hot. I'm just gonna put a little pat of butter back in. My sister and nephew are coming in, so you're gonna hear them, but I'm gonna ask them to not be too loud as they're walking in. They are probably going to want to taste some of this, and of course I will let them. I'm making a gluten-free dessert quesadilla with those nectarines. Yeah.
Okay.
We are live on YouTube.
Nice. We're live.
We're live. This will go probably a minute on each side, and then we'll have a good, healthy dessert wrap. So, you know, eating healthy like this, it doesn't take, it does take a little bit. I was going to say it doesn't take much effort. It does take a little bit of effort, but it's so worth it. You know, I have rheumatoid arthritis, and a lot of times I go for the quick and easy, but it ends up getting me in a lot of trouble. And I know that people who are trying to lose weight or watch their weight for whatever reason, they get frustrated because they can't find healthy desserts. But you know, this is proof that if you add or put just a little bit of effort into what you're eating, you can have some really gourmet desserts at home with just a tiny bit of effort. This is going to be fantastic.
It smells so good.
I know it does. It's that butter, and there's mascarpone and honey, nectarines, cinnamon. It's going to be delicious. Nice that has that nice golden brown, and I'll probably flip this over again and let it get a little bit more crispy. But these gluten-free wraps get just as crispy as a regular flour tortilla. And you know, gluten-free products have come a really long way. I was just talking about pasta that we had the other night in spaghetti. It was Rumo gluten-free pasta, and my brother and I could not tell a difference in the taste and in the texture. The pasta was actually had an al dente texture to it, and my nephew had said the same thing. So gluten-free products have just, they are not what they were even 2 years ago, even a year ago. So really good for people who are gluten sensitive or celiac patients, or you know, whatever, you know, what if you're just watching your gluten intake for whatever reason. Oh yeah, look how good that looks. I'm going to turn the heat off and just let the residual crisp up the other side a little bit more. And that's it. We're done. We have dessert. And then I'll cut it like a pizza with a pizza cutter, with a pizza wheel. I'll move this off the heat. Turn this over here so you can watch me cut it and taste it. right. It's probably going to be messy, but that's okay. Actually, you know what? I got one more thing I want to add to this. My sister brought over some whipped cream. I've been looking forward to this. So I can't pick it up and eat it like this, but I'll eat it with a fork and knife. Oh, wow. You want this. You need to make this for sure. So easy, so delicious, and actually really good for you. These wraps have 110 calories, 3 grams of fat, 6 grams of fiber, 1 gram of sugar. Have a good day.